Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another cast with home run hitting trend following Tyson. No, facts. That's facts. I'm just kidding. No, welcome back to another cast with home run hitting trend following Tyson. Man, we're doing a substantial job, should I say, of keeping track of the trend. Okay, so let's just keep doing exactly what we've been doing. Keep track of the trend, keep following it. Okay, keep protecting our capital, and let's keep creating capital on the upside. Okay, so it's wonderful. It's a good time to be following these trends. So let's get into a quote. Before we get into today's cast, we'll take a quote from Jesse Livermore, one of the best trend followers of all time. Okay, and if you want to go do your homework on Jesse Livermore, that's fine with me. But we definitely would take these words, take the trend following, the words, kind of like the quotes, the process, the thought, kind of take all of it and put it in one bunch, and kind of, because trend following's nothing if you don't have the mentality behind it, if you don't have the process behind it, and we need to keep digging up the jewels, so to speak, behind the trend following. Okay, so to anticipate the market is to gamble, to be patient and react only when the market gives you the signal is to speculate. So we're speculating here. We're speculating. Okay, we're only taking the signals that the market's giving us. Okay. Something I was talking about to you guys last week about buying the human behavior inside the stock, inside the chart, recognizing the human behavior and buying the panic, okay? Buying the uncertainty, so to speak, okay? Because the market may be uncertain at this time, quote unquote, but everything will pan out, trends will continue, and business as usual. The charts will continue to fulfill as they have been, and it's just going to be business as usual. Okay, Wall Street never changes. The pocket changes, the suckers change, the stock change, but Wall Street never changes, because human nature never changes. Basically, what we were talking about last night, coming into the week. Okay. Don't take action with the trade until the market itself confirms your opinion. Being a little late in a trade is insurance that your opinion is correct. In other words, don't be an impatient trader. So don't try to guess the market, okay? Speculate. All right? Be a speculator. Let's go to the last quote. This is for the home run. This is for home runs. This is in regards to hitting home runs and making a absolute return. They say you never go poor taking profits. No, you don't. But neither do you grow rich taking a 4-point profit in a bull market. Where I should have made $20,000, I made $2,000. That was what conservatism did for me. Okay. Don't be taking a $2,000 profit where you should be taking a $20,000 profit. Okay. Same thing that we heard from Druckenmiller last week. Okay. The key to long-term returns. Okay. The key to big returns, long-term returns, making expansive capital from Druckenmiller. The key to making long-term healthy returns is through home runs and preservation of capital. We heard that from Druckenmiller. All right, so beautiful stuff from Jesse Livermore, and that'll take us into the trend picture, okay? So in the trend picture, let's jump into the trend picture. Inside of it, we're gonna have we'll start out with an NIHD current winner that we're rocking out right now, and we were watching it in this area here when it started pulling back, and we were saying we wanted to buy the first green candles that started showing some continuation there, and the breakout was over 4, and we got it, and here we are now. So I kind of had a false breakout thing earlier this week happen to me. I put a buy in at 7, and prices kind of fell back on me. I had to cut some of that out around 680, 675, and then but I rebought some more back here when prices curled back at this 6 here. So I like this thing for continuation. I like the hold. Well, I'll have my hands full inside of August, just maintaining these trends. So if you look at the pattern here, though, nothing but higher highs, pull back, higher highs, this little slant here, higher highs, okay? This little slant, higher high, and this little slant. So I see we have, more than likely, if you look at how the chart is looking like to print, we see higher highs coming over here, knocking out 7. In addition to that, we have, this thing has earnings coming up on the 7th. I don't know how that's going to play out. All right, but I'm still going to be long, guaranteed. All right, OMI. This thing a really good stock right now. Just a beast of a stock, OMI. All right, let's look at it down here for what it's doing, okay? So this is why we like it, because it's having these consistent higher highs and lows down here on the chart. And when we come into the 5-year picture, we're going to see that it's kind of breaking out of these old patterns here of, you know, trend, uptrend, slant, uptrend, drop, uptrend, drop. We see it here a million times, uptrend, drop. So if I was, like I told you guys, if I was short selling, this is how I would go about it. Once we break this key level here, I'm going short. And then I'd probably be holding all the way down until this period here. Okay. All right, and then I would sell some if we broke out of 22, which is a far away. But we're looking at this on the long side, so I'm looking for this thing for continuation and for it to break out of that. And if you look at the yearly, it's giving us some conviction. Possibly we could have some higher highs here and knock prices down as we're breaking over the 200-day moving average on the 1-year time frame. Okay, breaking over the 200-day moving average, the 200 and the 20 crossing. You guys seen it here a million times. All right, so OMI for continuation possibly. TNDM, just TNDM. I told you guys TNDM and HEAR are kind of trading in tandem. Tandem diabetes and HEAR are kind of trading in tandem. TNDM kind of getting the better of that though. At this current time. So you guys know we're all about home runs, and you know you guys know about this show, anyone's first time seeing it, we don't go back and put trend lines. Okay, if you see a trend line, this is a trend line. This is not part of this app here, this trading view. This is a trend line I put in. I don't know why with this green line. Oh, that's another trend line. Let's pan out real fast. Let's see what that was. Oh yeah, that was this divergence when I wanted to say, okay, if this curl can break out of side of this, then it's gonna mean something. And this curl here, see how it tip, top, break. Every time it hit that, it broke. It didn't hit it here and break. It actually broke through it. So we knew this was green. So this is a current home run. Like I was telling you guys, we don't go back and put trend lines. If you see a trend line here, it's because this is where we were trading it at. Okay, so we were trading T, and we're still long. We're still long. And how do we look to see what can we possibly get? Because we'll look at the chart and say, okay, we're not saying that we're going to get this far into the chart up here, but we are saying that we can possibly get into here and to get into 30s and up. And that's what we did. When we saw the strength on the yearly, this trajectory here, which is our favorite, when we got long, okay, we were looking at the potential upside to see what we can cover, and we covered a lot of it, okay? That's on both HEAR and TNDM, both same entries. We're looking at them at the same time, okay? So TNDM for continuation. And then there was a price target, and I want to make another point. There was a price target that came up on TNDM this week for $32 or something like that. Okay, guys, look, we've been long on this thing since $7.50. See all this chart right here? We were long here, taking our entries. And we sat inside of this whole chart. Now traders, late traders, are barely are buying the price targets and analysis and all that stuff at 30 something dollars, okay? We had no idea the stock would get anywhere near 30 something dollars. Now we have traders barely buying it at 30 something. Come on, man. You guys can't question what we're doing here, all right? Home runs. All right, CERS, trend following. You heard what Druckenmiller said, okay? If your accounts are already caught up to where you can make $20,000 profits on these trades, congratulations. That's fine. That's great. Some people are already, we're all in different stages. But the moral of the story is, if you heard from Druckenmiller, the key to building superior long-term returns is through home runs and preservation of capital. If that's not a home run, I don't know what is. And we're all about hitting home runs here. CERS for continuation, guys. Just a good stock, all right? Kind of hit the top of this 8-ish level here and came down on itself. But this trend's still intact. This is a beautiful buy down here with the stop maybe 675, 650, okay? This is a beautiful buy to just enjoy this. All these pullbacks are buys inside this uptrend. Not just this uptrend in particular, and inside of every uptrend, depending on the behavior. These pullbacks are buy sections. Now I'm gonna make a valid point. When you look now from a trend following perspective, when you look at this chart, it doesn't. If you're a day trader, you're gonna look at this and say, "Oh my God, there's no way I'm buying this. The stock is crap. It's crapped on itself." You need to be looking at the bigger picture. You need to be panning out and understanding what's happening. This stock has not crapped itself. Actually, this is a good buying point if you look at all the other activity back here. Depending on what this stock does, when it starts to close green above 705 and 720, of course, more than likely this trend's going to continue back to the upside as it has been doing this whole time. You need to pan out and understand what's going on inside this chart, okay? Inside these charts. You would never know this is a buying point if you didn't look at this trend and understand what's going on. You would not know this is a buying point, but this is a buying point depending on the continuation and the follow through behind this stock. As you've seen every other time it had these pullbacks and dips, they were followed by higher highs and continuation. Okay? WOW. I hope you got that's. If you didn't learn anything on today's cast, please learn that fact, guys. Please learn that. Learn how to buy some of this panic. Listen to what we just heard about market behavior from Jesse Livermore. The pockets change, the stocks change, but Wall Street never changes. Meaning the behavior, the stocks. Meaning not the stocks, the behavior, the patterns. Okay, the signals. The signals don't change. Okay? I like this as a buying point on WOW for continuation. Hasn't covered a lot of ground in the last year, but we'll just see what it does, okay? Alright. SVU, another home run from this show. Home run hit in trend following Tyson, man. So you guys remember this thing, me blabbing about this stock, SVU. Hopefully somebody grabbed some longs on it and enjoyed this whole thing here. If you guys keep wondering why you see this long green strike of Thor coming through the screen, it's not actually a strike of Thor, okay? It's not actually a bolt of Thor. It's actually a trend line, okay? And I drew this trend line just like the other stock we saw to signify, look, this is a clear downtrend. If this stock didn't continue down here, which it won't continue because that's the end of the chart down here, it would have continued. This was my observation. This is why SVU was on the show and why we loved the longs on it. Because the stock discontinued this behavior. Instead, it consolidated. It started trading. And then it started trending up. So we liked it at challenging these levels to break out. We were asking for longs there at 18. Breaking out of this. When it broke out of the trend line is when we started taking our longs on it. And look what happened, guys. Look at this. 12 points. 14 actually, because we were looking at it at 18 breaking out. So 14 points on SVU. Alright? SVU for continuation. That's wonderful, man. I knew I loved that stock for a reason. I knew there was a reason why I loved that stock. I love ENDP right now too. You see this kind of change here? All right, all this stuff. Okay, we understand that. All these upper hubs, pops down, drops. This is different now. Consolidation down here, and higher highs broke out of this, and broke out of this, broke out of this. Now we're up here. This is the next level to break out. Boom, an ENDP for continuation. Then when you pan in on your time frame, you're going to see strength on the 1 year. Okay, there it is. This is another buying point. See how it went red here? Now it's green. See how it went red? Pull back, pull back. Now we have green. Look at all these other red, red, red. And then when we go green, that's time to trade. Red, red, red. Then when we go green, it's time to trade. Red, red, red. Then when we go green, it's time to trade. Red. Then when we go green, it's time to trade. Red. Then when we go green, time to trade. Red. Pull back. Then when we go green, it's time to trade. Okay? Red. Then when we go green, it's time to trade. Here we are again. Red. Now here we are here. We're going green. It's time to trade again. Okay? You have a lot of support now that we have a green kind of engulfing. I don't like all those kind of knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone terms and all that stuff. But now that we're engulfing, we have some green challenging this, okay, side by side. It's time to go back. We're green, long again, okay? ENDP. That's a no-brainer, guys. MNK. Another long that we're enjoying here on the show. A long I'm enjoying, okay? Look at that. Straight 1 year time frame. Look at that. When we first noticed this thing going like this, we got long. We kept talking about the flip in the pattern here. Okay, so look at that. This thing cracked 24 today, guys. Long at about, long inside this area with the breakout over here, I think it was, or a breakout above this, either or. I think it was about 18, 19. Just enjoying this this MNK. Jesus, man. Look at the upside there. All right? Man, just another home run here on the show. And we've been following it. We've been following it back here. We're all about taking the longs here and then letting the... Look, just take this part of the chart off. This part of the chart doesn't exist, you guys, okay? This doesn't exist. Only this right now. This is what we were buying off of. This area here. Now look what we've enjoyed. Same thing with TNDM. The other half of that chart doesn't exist yet. When we're taking our longs. And we're hoping that it will fulfill up here. Man, another home run, MNK. You guys can't really question this technique here. Just good old trend following that we're getting from these good old gentlemen that are lending us their brains and their processes. Alright? So, YEXT for continuation. Another home run here. Another good stock here. You guys, watch this for continuation. Watch this for longs. I like this thing long about 21. Right at the top of this, the bottom of this thing here. I like this thing long here, but I like it for continuation to start setting some higher highs to the upside. I like that YEXT, alright? Kind of at the best of it's ever been right now. Okay? Newer stock. Remember what I told you guys about those newer stocks. They come out, set a sentiment, and then they take off. Man. Keep your eyes on YEXT, guys. WWE. This thing is going to be a $100 stock soon. Beautiful buy zone here. Starting to curl. Price is starting to curl. Look it. Look it. Alright, look at this. Look at this chart. Are you shitting me? This is a no-brainer, guys. I mean, what are we doing here? Look. Buy this. Stop yourself out below 75. 75.50. Buy this and enjoy this move up towards 80. It's going to set a... And we're trend following for big moves. So let's go for another higher high above 84. But buy this. Curling type of deal. See this? Pull back, boom. Pull back, boom. Pull back, boom. Pull back, boom. Alright? Pull back. I mean, WWE is beautiful stock there. Alright? FNKO, I'm giving you guys nothing but home runs and strength to follow through August, okay? I'm going to have my hands full in August following nothing but these runs here. Alright? Trying to turn the $20,000 profit, not trying to settle for a $2,000 profit. Straight out of Livermore's mouth. Straight out of Livermore's mouth. Speaking life on this show from great trend followers, guys. That's like listening to a word from Jordan, or you guys' new favorite, the lighter skinned guy, Stephen Curry. FNKO for continuation. Watch this thing breaking out of here. Man, just a beast. Let me tighten this time frame up for you guys. Look at the strength on the 5-day. This was a buy here. All these pullbacks are buys, doggone it. Look at these pullbacks and buys. Look at these little tiny, look at this pullback here. Buy this thing and head up. Looks like it's ready to head up now. Okay? FNKO for continuation. ZENE, I'm wondering to see what this thing's going to do. It has the market cap to match. I don't like anything under $500,000, under, 300 something million. ECYT's coming up next. It looks similar to this. Look at this thing just stacking up, continuing on. Alright, just letting this chart fulfill. I'm still long there. Been long about 750. 6 breaking over this thing here. But I really was long earlier this year. Should have just held my position. So I should have just took a mega position and kind of held it. Kind of like some of the trends I got now. I take a really large entry here and kind of just let this thing play out. Alright. So ZENE for continuation. I like it to set another higher high above 1050 soon. And then continue up towards 11. Just follow this whole chart pattern it's been doing. Just wiggling its way up. It's about due for another giant green candle or some more continuation now. Alright, ECYT, and then we'll wrap it up. You guys manage your risk in any case. Alright, this is for see, told you guys ECYT and the last chart ZENE are going to look very similar. Alright, so just same thing as ZENE, guys. Just buy this continuation, higher highs. Look at this, pull back, higher highs. Pull back, higher highs. So we're at this point, the pull back, just wait for the higher highs to come in, okay? I like to buy this thing now near 15, which we're near that area. See how it just curled here? See how it curled here? See how it curled there? See how it curled there? Alright, curled there. Just, we're not going off old stocks and other stocks. We're just going off of what this stock is doing. And following what this trend is doing, okay? Following what this trend is doing. So this is another curl. I would have bought this curl when I first saw it, but I'm late. So, but this one kind of gave you another re-entry towards it, okay? So I like that for continuation. ECYT, you guys know. Just keep hitting these home runs. Keep listening to these gentlemen that deserve their credit where it's due. And let's just keep listening to these greats. Hopefully we make $1 million. Alright, hopefully we can build some superior return long-term capital here, okay? Alright, so we'll meet back up. Alright, manage that risk in any case, and I'll see you guys soon, alright?